I have. I mean, I guess this is one of the examples I always go back to because it was such a pivotal point in my life. The time I decided to take time off college. There were many conflicting values I had with education and having an identity of a smart, intelligent person who can excel in academia or excel in school and those kinds of things because they're like I did well uh, throughout most of my school life. There came a point in college where I stopped doing well, and this was for many reasons. Part of the reason was I went through a depressive phase. I was really depressed for a while, and so there was a part of me that wanted to want that school life or that idea that I'm not sure how to phrase it, but there was a certain identity associated with someone who can study hard and get straight A's and have hobbies and do all these different things. However, there was another part of me that wanted to chart my own path. That part was actually much stronger, and I always knew it. But faced with the decision in that particular instance was the particular decision was okay, do I leave school at least for a while or do I continue? What identity will I have as someone who couldn't complete school in 4 years, couldn't complete college in the regular 4 year window versus someone who took 6 years, which is what I ended up taking, something like that. Uh, how will my family think about this? I mean, most of my family would be against it. Luckily, I did have some members of my family who were extremely supportive, right? My mom was extremely supportive. And so there came a point where I had to first admit that I need to do something different. And then I had to evaluate the pros and cons of doing that different thing. Although this is a little different in this situation because I felt very strongly after admitting it, I felt very strongly that I had to do it. And so it didn't really take that much evaluation to determine whether it was the right path or not. It was hard because I was disappointing a lot of people. I was giving up that identity. It was hard. And I cried a lot during that period, grappling with this decision to take time off. However, and not being able to graduate with the friends I started college with and these kinds of things. Going back to Jamaica and doing fuck if I know at the time, you know, I just knew that I wanted to figure out how to be happy. And that was a more meaningful path to me. And I had to figure that out because for me, at the end of that road was a way more fulfilling path than simply being on the conveyor belt that I was put on. So let me know if that answers your question.